Hi guys, I'm Bananaman and today I'm gonna show you how to insert documents into specific collections in MongoDB using Nuxt 3. So, the first thing we're gonna want to do is install some packages. Those packages are MongoDB mongoose.env and Nuxt server utils. Nuxt server utils I use to connect with MongoDB. Okay, now, while this all installs, we can already import the Nuxt server utils module. So when this installs, every time when your Nuxt app or website is launched, it also enables this module, which makes your MongoDB app connect to MongoDB using the connection string that you have provided in here and well in here. Now that this all has installed, what you're gonna want to do next is go into a page file. Also, we are, well, going to want to start our website, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so as you can see, it's just a simple site with a button and nothing else on it. This is it. So right now, what we're going to want to do is just make a simple function that posts a form to an API that we are gonna create further on in the video. So this script log has to be set up because, as far as I remember, every Nuxt site has to have at least one script setup block, or it won't work. At least when I have tried it without the setup block, it did not work. Okay, so now we're gonna create an async function called submit, and then we are gonna use Nuxt's $fetch to use data fetching of Nuxt. Okay, so now I have created this async function. So as you can see, we are posting a form with this function to the API users route of our API that we're going to create further on. And the body, or well, the data that we're going to post is just a simple John Doe example at mail.com safespace123. And that's it. When we create the API, we're gonna deconstruct that data and use it to make a document out of it and insert it into a collection. Okay, so now that this all is ready, we're gonna continue on and create a modal that, well, we're gonna use to make a document. For that, we're gonna want to go into the server folder and create a modal folder. Then you're gonna want to create a simple user.modal.ts file. And I'm just gonna type it all up. After I'm done, I'm gonna explain everything. Okay, so I'm done writing this file. So, as you can see, this has to match up with what we have typed in here, or well, the other way around. What we have typed in here has to match up with what we have typed in here. Because if we do not send the correct strings or correct properties, then we will not be able to create a document. Also, as you can see, this is very important that you export this, because without this we will not be able to use this when we are handling the actual creation and inserting of the document. Next on, you're gonna want to make a API. Then you're gonna want to make a users.ts file. So now we're in here. What you're gonna want to do is at first import a few things. Okay, so as you can see, we have imported the Mongo client, which is gonna be used to create the document and as well insert it into a specific collection in our database. This is the URI for the connection, and we're gonna create a client out of this Mongo client. Also, as you can see, we have imported the module model that we have created in here. Now in this next part, I'm gonna define a few things, and when I'm gonna start with actually creating the document, I will explain to you what is doing what. So, as you can see, I've just defined a database, I have defined a collection, and with this here, we are reading the form that gets sent to this API with this function. Now this is just simply a variable that checks for an email in the collection. If it's already present, then it does not create a new entry. This is useful for things like sign up or login forms. This is not needed, but you can implement it. So what this does is just check if an entry was not found, because if it was not found, then it logs to the console that it was not found. Then we use all of the data that we got from the form that we have posted using this function, and we put it into one single variable. Then, as you can see, const result await user data.insert one doc. User data is this up here, and this inserts this document into the collection, the specific collection in our database. What I forgot to do though is to put this process of creating it into a try block, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, and now we have this in a try block, which just tries to create document, and when it's done creating the document, it closes the connection. Alright, and that's basically it. We do not need to do anything more. We can for sure just make a if statement that does something if an entry was found, like for example, something like this. Again, this is not needed. It is not a must-have. It is just useful to check if a user already exists, for example in login and sign up forms. Now we're just gonna go ahead and refresh the page. Now I have refreshed this page, and if I click on this, it should work. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, no entry was found and a document has been inserted. Let's see if that is the case. Okay, so here in my MongoDB compass, this is just a app version of the side of MongoDB. If we go into this example DB that we have created with this right here, it has been created because it did not exist before and the collection did not exist before. If this would have been already existing, it would not have been created. Now let's look. So the things that we have entered into this, you can see, it is the same exact data that we have posted using this form. Now, for example, we are checking for the email. That's why we're gonna just change the email and change the name to Barry. Okay, so now that we have changed this email, if we click on this, it should also create a new document. Let us see. Okay, it looks good. Yep, a new document has been inserted. Let's update our data. Yes, as you can see, new email, new name. Yeah, and that's it for this tutorial. If you wish to see more tutorials of this kind, for example with deleting or making multiple documents at once, you can always hit me up in the comments and also give feedback in the comments what I should do better, for example, and so on. That's it for me today, and see you in the next video. Bye.